Hey everybody, welcome to Morethanmeetstheseguys here on Exosquad Friday with Jehu and Boo of the AxonUnderground.com.
Howdy.
And
How's it going, guys?
we are missing Tom again this week because Tom is finding every excuse not to be on the show in the second season. Now
He hates us.
he's flying to the land of the rising sun because he has to get as far away from me as possible. And here we are.
He went to New Orleans.
No, that's the land of the rising moon when people get hammered and fall asleep in the alleys and try to while they're peeing themselves.
Or maybe
Oh,
he's
no,
thinking of the House of the Rising Sun.
That's what I'm thinking
Yes, where
of
they
right
where
there.
they keep those
Man,
professional ladies.
man,
Well,
Yes.
man. Okay,
You know, the thing is, I almost had to bail tonight too because Sarah was going to some like protest for a data center in Pensacola, and she's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"You really ought to come to that." And I'm like, "Well, I do care about my community, and I do care about the environment. I just care a little more about talking about this cartoon that I kind of remember with these dudes that I kind of know."
that's fair.
That's a bad place for a data center. A hurricane's going to fix that problem.
Right? No kidding, right?
There's no
No.
sense in protesting that. Mother Nature's going to take care of that one.
They're gonna put a thing in cantonment somewhere. You don't know where that is. They're gonna put that in cantonment somewhere on higher ground, and they're gonna have that thing locked down tight to protect from all the tweakers out there who are gonna try to steal the copper and the gold.
Right. Like there's
Right.
going to be so many people just dreaming of that copper.
Oh my God!
Copper.
Can't. Yeah,
I just feel like a data center you use put in Pensacola is going to have its information IQ lowered just through osmosis.
A Florida AI. That's what we need,
they want to put one around here too.
right? Well, isn't Pensacola built on like karst topography?
On which I'm sorry.
What?
Karst, like limestone and
Oh, yeah.
caves and
It's
stuff.
a limestone
Yeah,
shelf.
a
Yeah.
sinkhole is going to swallow that thing up
Very likely.
because they're going to drain the water. The water keeps a lot of that rock like in place.
Right.
It does.
So-
Diviniac Springs has a place. It's God, what are the caverns called there? Well, it's Ponce de Leon. They've got these underwater caverns. Well, and you can also go and visit like the limestone caverns. It might be in Diviniac Springs. And yeah,
That's what it is. The AI is looking for the fountain of youth.
yeah,
Well, man,
and it's all washouts.
and Pensacola is already all screwed up with all the new builds because of Navy Federal. Like we used to have foxes in our neighborhood that we had to protect the cats from, but now the foxes have all been eaten by coyotes.
Oh wow.
And now we've really got to worry about coyotes with the cats.
Yeah. I'm guessing you're probably somewhere around the Cantonment area in the 9 Mile Road area, right?
Oh yeah, we're way out in Cantonment.
Yeah. So yeah.
We're out past 10 Mile, out past Kingston.
Oh, yeah.
Getting way out there.
I know where that is. Yeah. So we when before I left, I mean they had built that huge Navy Federal campus out there
Right.
in the 9 Mile Road, and then they were building all these housing developments out there, and like you would like 10 years ago be like, why would I want to move out there? But if you have a job, around Navy Federal, you're almost it's almost like a company town.
Right. 100%. And I mean, you've got to, if you're going to Navy Federal, you're going to have to live that close to make it to work in a half an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And-
If you're anywhere else, it's going to be like an hour, because you drive till you hit the crazy traffic.
There's no interstate exit over there.
Right.
And it's like Auburn where I am. I mean, when we had a World Cup game here. It was a friendly.
Right.
It was Iceland versus Argentina, and Argentina has the top player in the world, Messi. And so we had people for like a week come from all over the country, of the region. And some people came from Argentina just to watch him play Iceland. And it was in the Auburn stadium, and it's 88,000 people. It was to the top.
Right.
And they were going crazy. And they're you couldn't keep an Argentinian or an Icelandic person out of a Waffle House. And it was like that everywhere. So like you drive around town, it was like, oh, I'm gonna turn this 5-minute drive into 15 or 20 minutes now. And it was like I live like a mile and a half away from where I work, and it was turned into a 15-minute drive. Well, what's going on?
Right.
So, oh God, it was crazy. Like I went down for a work function, like one work function and like the following after the weekend another work function. First one, it was like a street art vendor thing, and there were so many people. Like, what is going on? It's 100 degrees in the shade, and I'm out there dying to walk around, and I'm old and decrepit, and it's like 100 degrees out there, and people are just like not caring. And then like a few days later, I'm over at the campus in the student center, and there are so many people, and that was the night of the soccer match. Oh, sorry,
Right.
football match for you
Football.
people who get really up in your arms about that. So yeah, it's been crazy right here, and I can't imagine having it worse because this area is not that big. If you say like, Auburn Opelika, it's still not as big as Pensacola. And Pensacola is not big; it's just sprawled. You can't get anywhere quickly. It's low to the ground, and
Right.
it goes outward.
Right.
So I can't even imagine that. But yeah. Anyways,
Trevor Noah has the best explanation of why they get football, why they are correct that it's their name, which is that the Super Bowl has the same viewership as just any random soccer match. So I mean, it's hard to argue against that.
It's true.
They got the numbers.
Yeah.
I did love seeing people's reactions to like the scene. Like, this is amazing. You had jets fly over, you had lights, you had sounds, you had a big jumbotron, you had eagle flying in the scene. This is crazy. Like, yeah, this is Saturday night in college football land.
Right.
So it was interesting blend of cultures there. And speaking of an interesting blend of cultures, Pirates Ransom.
Right.
I got a good segue this time.
Yeah, that was good.
So man,
I was gonna try to work a skunk ape joke in there about Simbaka, but hey, I guess
dude, I'm getting to the point where I'm really like, so Simbaka in the first season, a little bit he was in there, I'm like, he's crazy haired guy. And now he's getting to the point where like, oh, he's like having oh god, what is the crazy Klingon on Deep Space Nine?
Oh, you're talking about Martok?
Martok, or something. He's not having a Martok in there. He's adversarial, but he appreciates a good fight, and he appreciates people doing crazy things.
He's becoming more cuddly. He's not so much a Kalibok anymore as he's just a Pomeranian.
Right.
Yeah, man. So the Neo fleet is still they're surrounding Tethys, and they're coming in and landing, and because we kind of pick up right where we left off, where they were getting permission to land to talk to the pirates.
Yeah, this goes straight into the next episode. Like, it's very serialized.
Yeah, which is one thing I love about Exosquad, but I've already gone on about that. So
that's why I'm surprised they, we were talking last time how they changed the opening, and you guys are saying you kind of missed the exposition. And yeah, watching this season, they definitely need some kind of exposition to catch you up,
right,
on the story. Yeah.
But it lands the Neo ship lands, and it's there with Sabaka, Barca, Jubail, and then there's Martian DeLeon.
Yeah, they brought Martian DeLeon to greet Typhonus and his entourage. I'm like,
Sabaka's like, look what I have. These two droids.
Right. Oh yeah, and Typhonus like demands, okay, well, we can make a deal if you'll give me those two Exofleet guys.
Yeah, he's like, we'll leave you guys alone if you give us those guys. We'll talk. And like Simbaka is like, we don't need your permission to be out here.
Yeah, we were out here anyway, and they've been trying to get rid of us for a long time. I think we kind of staked our claim out here without anybody's permission.
Right.
Yeah.
What I noticed in this scene is sometimes Typhonus kind of slips into talking like Blanche Devereaux. And I wish he would have just went full on into it. I would love this big brooding villain type to just speak like Blanche Devereaux.
Let me see if I can. I'm Typhonus, the personal envoy of Governor General Phaeton.
I mean, that's exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, God, that would be amazing.
I think he wants to be a Southern Belle, and I think he should get to be.
Well, You know what the deal is with these three factions, right? Why they're not getting along?
Hmm.
What we
Oh.
have here is a failure to communicate.
Man, well, the Samaka makes the really poignant term, ambassadors do not come armed. Everyone's got that accent, by the way.
Right.
And they're
Yeah.
like, you expect a little R after they say something.
Right.
They're going right into the pirate thing. You know.
Yeah, and well, it's funny because as soon as he refuses, they're thinking, no, I keep my honor. I said I'm going to protect these guys while they're here. These envoys from Exofleet. And Typhonus doesn't waste any time. He's like, all right, attack.
Right.
And my nose, I put, well, so much for the tolerant sapes.
Right.
Oh, that's racist, man. Now and he was like, he goes, we do have come armed, and I'm here to make a proposal, Sabaka. And Sabaka's so mad. He's like chewing on his tongue. He's like, I'm listening. And he just goes on to the tirade. We Neo-Sapiens are superior species. We rule the homeworlds by right of conquest. And soon we'll crush the Exofleet. How he gets all dramatic. We have no interest in where you live. If you remain neutral, we'll guarantee your freedom. The only thing we ask is you turn the Exofleet emissaries over to us. And, Marsh is like, don't listen to him. Like, of course he's going to say that. But, and that's when Sabaka's like, we need no Neo-Sapien permission to live on the outer planets. We do not sell ourselves for bribes. I have guaranteed the safety of Exofleet emissaries. And that's when time it's like, oh, I guess we should shoot you now. Okay, cool.
Right.
And yeah. But dude, Marsh yells at it's a trick. It's not a trick. He just said, we're going to shoot you now. Okay, cool.
Right. Right. I mean, if it's a trick, it was a very bad one.
Yeah.
Right.
Because usually you pull the trick before you say, hey, now we're going to kill you.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, does Typhonus just want to force the pirates to join with Exofleet? Because this is like the worst thing he could have done in these negotiations.
Right.
Well, he's got like the leader of the clans right there. He's got like his the leader of the clans like right hand guy also. It's like he thinks that he doesn't understand how pirate clans work. He thinks if he takes off the head of the pirates clan, he's going to be able to have them all fall in the line behind them, and that's not how pirates work, man.
Yeah. And that was what he referred to earlier, my opinion of Typhon. I'm like, this guy is dumb. Typhonus is just dumb.
Arrogant.
Yeah. He has no clue how humans actually think and are going to react. I'm like, by attacking the pirate clans, yeah, even you got like your plant there, the other pirates aren't going to take that well.
Right.
Yeah.
I noticed during this fight scene, two things about the music. First of all, it kind of sounded like the Kirk fighting with his shirt off music.
Yeah.
But second of all, one thing I've noticed about this show is that the music really seems to flow with the action. And that was not the case in this episode. They just let the tape roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the same action the entire time. Just go. Yeah, so they're going. Sabaka's like, so much for Neo-Sapien diplomacy. And yeah, obviously. And Juvel's like turning to like, hey, we should get out of here and contact the pirate clans. And Sabaka's like, I don't run in my own house. No. Take him down.
Right.
They're very Klingon in this episode.
They are so Klingon. They are so very Klingon. I mean, if you put ridges on their heads, like put butts on their heads and make them darker, they would be total Klingons. And yeah, they're just like going at it and shooting, and the Neo E-frames are coming in, and it's not really a fair fight. Luckily, Marsh and DeLeon are like, we're gonna leave now.
Well, they're running to get their E-frames, and when they get to their E-frames, they've been stripped. It's like they left them out on the street in a bad neighborhood.
Right.
Cantonment, yeah.
Yeah.
They're looking for the copper. I'm sorry to any friends who might listen in Cantonment. You know who you are.
Yeah, I feel like anybody from Cantonment who would be listening to this understands where they are.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you're in Brownsville, you have a 40 with you, and in Cantonment, you're looking for copper.
Right.
That's just how it is. Anyways,
and I'm from Milton, and if you're there, you do both.
Yeah. Well, especially if your meth pipe is broken, yes.
Right.
Yeah, so they're fighting, and like that's when dude, Sabaka is great. He grabs a rifle, just starts shooting E-frames. Like no problem. He starts like rolling, firing
Oh,
until
well, he
he
goes all diehard at first. Like, we don't have any weapons. And he's like, well, I'll fight him with my bare fist,
yeah. Man, once again, Klingon. He has like a pole with a big cement block or something on the end of it. And so he starts using.
Yeah.
No problem. So, man,
Yeah, because didn't he grab one of the Neo's guns? That's where he got his gun.
oh yeah. He like
Yeah.
smacked a neon with a Neo with that ham-fisted weapon thing he picked up and grabbed the gun from him and started shooting.
Yeah. Now I have a machine gun too.
Right.
Exactly. Yippee-ki-yay. Um so
Mother Smurfer.
yeah, exactly. And he starts going at it, but eventually the purple, chicken leg E-frame, I know Tom would tell me the exact name of it. It shoots him and he goes down. And they're like, "Oh no." And everyone sees like Simbaka go down, and that's when they're gonna find the well, I think like didn't Marsh and DeLeon run off and they were gonna search for them as well during this whole
Yeah,
time?
Yeah.
well, March and De Leon, they were trying to get their
Yeah.
E-frames put back together.
Well, yeah, during that time. That's
Yeah.
right. It was like this everything happens like right all at once. And
Yeah.
they see that Simbaka's gone down and
Well, and they're about to kill Barca, and they're like, "Oh
yes.
yeah, we've got enough prisoners." And Typhonus is like, "Oh, no, 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 don't kill him.
He's
We
he's
need
good.
him
He's
to."
with me.
Yeah.
And like Barca's like, dude, not in front of the other pirates.
Right.
No,
Yeah, and
he's the collaborator. He's fine.
then as they fly off, then Hallis runs in, and Barca's like, "Oh no, they ran off with Simbaka. Yeah,
Yeah.
all is lost."
Hollis is so innocent. He's like,
He's very
Yeah.
theatrical, though. He speaks theatrically.
Yeah.
yeah, he does. He is the he looks like a guy he lost off of a pleasure cruise as a little kid. He grew up with the pirates. He's not really good at it, and he's kind of like he's Orlando Bloom on the first Pirates movie.
Yeah.
Right.
He's not good at being a pirate, but he's
He's trying
maybe,
to prove himself.
yeah, exactly. But
I didn't understand that thing you just said there. As far as I know, there's only one Pirates of the Caribbean movie. And then right after that, the entire cast died on the way back to their home planet.
I do like Stranger Tides on Stranger Tides.
Which one is that one?
That's the one that had nothing
If I
to do.
acknowledge other ones existed.
Yeah, if you acknowledge the other two after the original one, that's the one that was a completely separate story. It
Penelope Cruz, that one.
Jeffrey Rush, not Jeffrey Rush. It was Jeffrey. It was yeah,
Are
Penelope
you talking
Cruz.
the Ian McShane one?
Yeah,
Yes, Ian
McShane.
McShane.
That doesn't exist.
Oh, you don't like it that one? Okay, that's fine.
Well, no, I just think the first one is perfect on its own.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
It
The
doesn't.
other two after that are
I
confusing as
understand why
shit.
they made more, but the first one is just such a perfect, like solid, self-contained thing.
It
Well,
is
you know why they had to make more of those, right?
because money.
Yeah, well, it was the first pirate movie that actually made a profit.
Yeah,
Like, historically, before that, every pirate movie lost money. They were
Right.
shocked that this one didn't just make a profit, but like it made a lot of money.
Well,
They're
I
like,
mean, I
okay.
think the last time Hollywood had tried a pirate movie was Cutthroat Island,
With
and
Gina
that was
Davis.
such a bomb.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of the name of that. Were you saying
Does
that? I'm
Muppet
like,
Treasure Island count?
well,
What?
Muppet Treasure Island.
Does
Oh,
Muppet
no,
Treasure
no.
Island count?
Okay, Muppet Treasure Island's a great movie.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember.
That's because Tim Curry was the best Muppet of all.
Right.
Ooh, that didn't age well. Mhm. But so back to the episode. So he's like Sabaka's been taken into the ship, and that's when Hollis runs up on with two like pirates, runs up on actually no three on Marsh and DeLeon. And
Yeah, because Barca's trolling around with a group trying to find him. They're like
yeah,
crawling through the vents and stuff.
so they're gonna trade quote unquote the Exo Troopers for Sabaka,
Yeah.
which
Well, Well, Jubail has determined he's going to attack Typhonus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And Barker's like, oh, wait, no, maybe, we should just go get Marsh and De Leon and turn them over first. Try that to get Simbaka back or whatever,
And Jubail actually thinks long hard about these. Like,
yeah.
All right, let's just do that.
And we get to see Io, where we got, I guess this time it's Winfield's diary.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's cool
because they're still blockading Io, and I'm trying to figure out what are they blockading them from, because Io was pretty self-contained, I thought.
Well, it was, but it's a siege. I mean, they're gonna hold him there until maybe what's going on with the pirate clans. Who knows?
Yeah, and they're trying to fix the graph shield before they figure out the graph shield's broken.
Oh yeah, and there's a trooper who is welding. She's got like a long red ponytail and stuff. She's welding on top of that. That's actually Colleen O'Reilly, who's one of the jump troops you'll see later in the season a lot.
Oh, okay, isn't she in the intro?
She's in the opening.
Yeah, I saw her in the intro today, and I'm like, I can't keep track of all these people, but that's because I haven't met her yet. So that makes me
She is a lot more active than what was her name? The one that died in the one episode she was in.
All right.
Man,
Marsh's girlfriend.
The one Marsh still pines for.
Yeah. She actually has a lot more going on than that.
And they say Napier's actually doing well coordinating the resistance leaders, so we get like a little bit of exposition about that.
Right.
Yeah, Napier is the star of his own show.
Yeah, we needed a Napier show. Honestly, this whole time.
Do. I want to see Napier trying to be a diplomat to all these other idiots who are on in these different resistance factions, because he's got to be drinking a lot of the B complex chaser drinks after dealing with this group.
Well, this show really should have been like an hour long, like Next Generation. You could get, because they always had like two plots going simultaneously.
Right.
And I think that's what we needed. We've got like plot A, but we need the plot B with Napier.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
I mean, particularly with this large of a cast, that actually does make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he does, Winfield kind of puts the whole meeting as like the only bright spot of what's going on. I mean, you look at his windows of where he's kind of doing this inner monologue, and they're just like Neo ships going. It's like, God, I'm trying to think. It reminds me of a movie. Okay, Next Generation first episodes where they have those aliens that have the grid thing that they can't get past.
Yeah.
Oh, the Tholians.
Tholians, thank you, Tholian Web. Yeah, the Tholians. It's kind of like that. That's thick of Neo Sapien ships out there.
Right.
They are thick.
And that was original series, not Next Gen.
Well, they created another Tholian Web for Next Generation.
Well, it was usually Q would do that. He'd like drop a chain link fence in front of him.
Yeah. Yeah, same kind of thing. But yes.
He set him up with cyclone fence.
So Barca is given orders regarding the search.
Which is kind of odd.
I think Jubail is just so like, he's like, I don't know how to handle this right now, because he's, he don't have anything, never had anything like that. They just hated the Exofleet, and they stayed out of the war.
Well, Jubail's reeling because Simbaka's gone. He leans on Simbaka hard. And then Hallis and some of his little cohorts are the ones that actually catch De Leon and Marsh repairing their E-frames.
That's right. And man, does De Leon know how to not completely telegraph his move? There's like 5 seconds of going, hi-ya!
Oh, yeah. I was waiting for him to go, Hakiba!
I mean, he
kung fu's the pirates pretty well, though. I mean, Marsh just disarms Hallis with a wrench, and then De Leon, like kung fu's all the other pirates there.
Like, dude, Marsh and De Leon are as a duo are pretty good.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like they should be like Black Ops. Like, you have the hacker who knows kung fu, and you have the soldier.
Well, I was thinking, like, when you're playing a video game, you always have like your little NPC cohort. Like you got Joel and Ellie and Last of Us and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Marsh is the main character, and then like the little NPC guy, your cohort, is like knocking out all the other enemies for you. So
yeah, he's like the man in the chair, except he's not in the chair. He's also fighting.
Yeah, and he's playing it on easy mode as long as he's got De Leon with him.
Right, he really is. And dude, yeah, Marsh is trying to.
Oh, I was saying they rebuild their E-frames. I wonder if they made the pirates help them. after they kicked their ass.
Maybe. And I love it because Marsh tries to talk to Hollis before they have to do all this, and he is like telling Hollis like, "I could talk to you I turn blue in the face," and Hollis doesn't understand the epithet. He's like, "I don't care if you turn green."
Right.
What? No. Yeah.
Oh.
They get all their little fight, and
I bet that wouldn't work with Neos either if you told them.
Yeah.
My face is already blue, Marsh.
They get out of there, and with the oh yeah, also pirates don't take prisoners apparently, but they are welcome to surrender because they have a little fight, and they grab the gun, and Marsh is like, I think the words you're looking for are "I surrender." He's like, okay, fine.
Right.
Yeah. So they take Hollis and commandeer a pirate ship after they get their E-frames built.
He's like, I won't be your prisoner, or whatever he says like that. Like,
yeah, I won't be your hostage. No, we're your hostages. It's like, what?
It's a plan.
Yeah.
Come on, listen to us. Which is probably the best thing they could have done.
Oh yeah, it's great. And then Barca's ordering that they shoot down the ship.
Yeah,
as they're taking off, and that doesn't work too well either.
No. They go to the Typhonus is like talking about shooting the ship down, and that's when Hollis gets something like, "I'm Hollis of the pirate clans. I have the Exo fleet officers." And he's like, "Whoa. Let him come on board. It's cool."
Yeah, he acts like he's there as a peace offering for a prisoner exchange.
Yeah.
He wants to exchange them for some Baca. And then Typhonus tells him, when they get here, keep Marsh and kill everybody else.
Yeah. And dude, I love it because before they get there at all, even though Marsh tosses Hollis a blaster, he's like, "Yeah." And Dylan's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, he's got to look like we're prisoners.
Well, that, and he's going to need it to defend himself in a minute. So,
right. Oh, yeah.
He's like, we're on the same side, And
Hollis is like, "I'll do it your way for now."
So what Marsh has done here is clever. He has already forged an alliance with the pirates. And as he, chooses his argument later, with like if he has to argue his case with Simbaka, he's got Hollis to back him up and go, "Oh yeah, well, we worked together really well to save you."
Yeah.
So yeah,
and in a way, the real pirate's ransom was the friends we made along the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, the Typhonus solved the biggest problem. Come closer, camera. Typhonus solved the biggest problem of all.
Zoom ins kill me.
Yeah, I know. I don't understand. If I knew how to.
I wish we had music that accompanied them.
I know.
Dun, dun, dun.
You need to start like doing a musical overlay for every time that happens. So, okay, DeLeon hacks the ship's computer. And
Great
it has
computer noise, by the way.
Oh, that's what I was going to. It was using the 70s computer sound effects from like Wonder Woman and the Bionic Woman on there.
It definitely. Oh, Bionic Woman. I was going to say it sounded like Atari Centipede, but my Bionic Woman is correct.
Oh, yeah. All that 70s, like anytime they had that stuff, I think they even had it on Buck Rogers.
Yeah,
probably. And they do the animation of the scene. He has this shadow, like light from the screen kind of effect on his face. It looks so good.
Yeah.
Dude, it was amazing looking. Great animation. It was like
that's because he's doing what he does better than Kung Fu is,
hacking stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they find where Simbaka is, and they go and blow open the door for Simbaka. And Simbaka's like, "Whoa. What's going on?"
Well, they blast Simbaka across the room.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
He hears something by the door and gets closer to it, and then it blows up. It's like, I guess pirates don't blow doors open too often.
No.
I guess they pry them open.
Yeah, and that's when they get Simbaka. "Hey, we're here to rescue you." He's like, "What?" And Hollis is like, "Hi, boss." Kind of, whatever he does.
Right.
They give Simbaka a gun, and all of a sudden we're back at it again.
Well, Simbaka gets mad at first because he's happy to see Hollis, and he's like, "Okay, like how many warriors did you bring with you?" He's like, "Just these two," and he sees just Marsh and DeLeon. He's like, "Really? 2 Exo Fleet guys? That's all you could get to come with you to rescue me?"
Yeah, pretty much. Because
then
go
they
talk
make
to Barca.
a broadcast to the pirates from there, and he's shaming them all. It's like, "Why are you making these Exo Fleet guys do your jobs?"
I love that. It's like, "I'm going to break into the pirate frequency." He's like, "Pirates, I am Jonas Simbaka. I am," he's like, "You're letting them fight your battles for you." and it's like all the pirates are like, "Uh-oh, boss
This
is
was
back."
100% a Gowron moment.
Yeah.
Galron, that's what I was trying to think
Yeah.
of, not Martok.
Yeah.
Galron.
You
I
think
thought you
Gowron,
were
yeah.
trying to think of Galron too, but I didn't want to jump in because
It was more Galron. The hair does it alone. I mean, if you had
yeah.
if you had lost an eye, it would have been perfect.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should have said the Klingon with the crazy eyes. Then
Right.
you know, there's only
that's
one.
Yeah, that's
No, Martok has one eye.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, Gowron
Yeah,
has
I
the
think
big
what
dog eyes.
muddied up the waters is you said Deep Space Nine, and Galron was also on
Next
Next
Gen.
Generation.
That's true. Okay.
And
So
Martok was the regular on there with Worf.
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
So and then it's when
When he wasn't a changeling.
Yeah, there's that.
Blah,
When he lost the eye, actually, yeah.
Right.
They're fighting and like Sabaka has a gun. He's like, this fight will make you a legend in the clans marsh. Tell our story of our deaths for thousands of years. And it's like, dude, I want to live.
That was his version of today is a good day to die.
It's exactly what that is. And that's it. And there, Alec is still as E-frames like beep, 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 beep. He's overriding all the blast doors and stuff. He's essentially being R2D2.
Oh, absolutely.
He's shutting all the blast doors down.
And De Leon is probably the most important guy in all the Exo fleet because has there been anything he couldn't hack so far?
No.
Yeah.
And I kind of like we'll eventually get to his file card. I like how his like kind of his background goes. But
I'm waiting to see that one.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, they're all great.
But yeah, the pirates. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I was gonna say I didn't make it to the end of the file card on this episode. I was a little pressed for time, so I'll let you take over that one. But
all right.
But yeah,
the pirates start strafing Typhonus's flagship with Star Wars sound effects.
Oh my god, do they ever?
It is absolutely X-wings like diving on like the superstar destroyers and the Death Star and everything.
I mean, it's essentially what it is too.
Yeah,
and they're cool pirate ships.
Man, they showed lots of pirates dying. Like their ships are blowing up left and right.
Like the X-wings.
Yeah, and I thought for a second Jubail got it, but he made it through. Mm-hmm. And then he wrecks Typhonus's flagship enough where they have to abandon ship.
Yeah. And there's a cry of like long live the clans. And
right.
It's a fun like rallying at the end of this.
And honestly, since we were talking about Lex last time, I was thinking of in the beginning when Kai attacked the Mega Shadow.
Oh yeah, the beginning first episode.
Yeah, his first run, like their last desperate run at their ship. I thought of that too. I was like, oh, is Jubail gonna die? Is he gonna kamikaze this or something?
Right.
Because he seemed like the type that would.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm kind of surprised you didn't have just like kamikazing pirates going into the ship, just take it down.
They probably wouldn't let them do that in a cartoon form. If they had like a weeknight, like live action sci-fi,
possibly,
genre, they would have got away with it. But yeah, Simbaka escapes and he promises the next time that they meet to Marsh that they'll be fighting together as allies. So this is cinched.
Oh yeah,
Typhonus has messed this up like so bad that Phaeton is going to be very angry at the way he handled this.
Yeah, Barca's like,
and then Typhonus goes after Marsh for some reason. Like he's in his little E-frame, and he decides he's just going to go get Marsh, and
like it seems like every decision Typhonus makes is the wrong one.
Oh yeah,
right. This is time to get out of there.
Like even going back in the episode when he was like, okay, I want to question Marsh, kill everybody else. I would argue that De Leon's probably a more useful prisoner. He probably has more practical stuff that could damage the Earthlings than Marsh does.
Oh yeah, he's thinking. I guess the way the Neos do, the higher ranking you are, the more information you have.
Right.
And you could assume that with the way that JT brings De Leon into everything. He's like his buddy, his confidant. Right. And they don't know that.
Exosquad, everybody has their forte and nobody's like jockeying for position there. They all know what they're good at and they do their job as like a whole.
Except for Nara Burns. Anyways, that's for you, Tom.
She has emotions. That's her
Yes.
forte.
She makes
she's
doe
supposed to
eyes
be
at
the lens.
Marsala.
Right.
Yes, yes. She's supposed to be the lens though, because her diary entries. I get that, but I mean,
Yeah,
she can't
but
burp like Bronsky.
Right.
She
but
can't
yeah, then
repair
the
stuff.
flagship blows up,
Yeah.
and then Typhonus like, well, I guess I need to leave. He
Yeah.
decides he's just not going to fight Marsh after all, even though they're right in front of each other.
He's essentially in an X-wing. He's like, or X-wing, a TIE fighter. He's like, well, I better get out of here now.
Yeah,
Because you could throw a rubber ball at one of those purple A-frames on the EOS and it'll blow up. And sometimes you shoot it with like a full-on turbo laser from a Star Destroyer and it gets out of there. So
right. Because he doesn't have the upgraded black version that
yeah, with the ceramic
Phaeton.
coating.
Yeah, the ceramic coating that Phaeton doesn't share.
Yeah.
So
I actually feel like I'm being proven wrong here by these episodes because I hated the Pirates at one point. These are just really enjoyable episodes.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, the pirates are fun.
they're a lot more fun than I remember.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about this a little before we started recording. Is I think the problem with these 3 episodes for me is they're just really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like doing this kind of thing, the fun is finding stuff to rag on. And there just hasn't been a lot to rag on in these 3 episodes.
It's just Typhonus is all we've got to rag on here because
Right.
he's dumb, dumb, dumb.
He is terrible. I mean, he's the worst at this there is.
Well, and it's like he didn't like earn his rank before the war. He was given his rank like during the conspiracy phase. So he was not really battle tested.
Let's just say he was born into it.
Right.
Yeah. He's a Nepo baby.
Yeah, yes.
He's a neo Nepo baby.
Yep. Yep.
So Simbaka honors Marsh and De Leon, and they swear that they'll fight alongside the Exo fleet.
Until
and Barca looks really mad.
Oh, Barca's pissed.
Yeah.
He just lost his bonus from Phaeton.
Oh yeah.
Or actually, more put it this way, he just lost his only way to like survive probably this whole thing.
Right.
Well, yeah. Well, earlier, was it Jubail called him a coward?
Oh yeah.
He was like, oh well, maybe we should like,
negotiate,
right, yeah, and all that, and
yeah. Jubail does call him a coward, but then like Barca's like, well, it'll work out really well if we don't have to lose any more pirate lives. He's like, all right, okay, it kind of makes sense.
Well, that, and he's trying earlier, and I guess we kind of glossed over this part. Barca's trying to talk Jubail and just not saving Simbaka, like, oh well, then you'll rule.
Yeah,
and he's like, I don't want something I didn't earn myself.
Which is a good way. You realize that the pirates, for the most part, I'm not going to say Barca, they're all like have a code, like an honor code.
Yeah,
and like so, Klingons.
Like Klingons.
They're very much Klingons. There's just no dodging it.
And I love that you get to bring the Klingons in the Dominion War. I mean, on the Neo-Sapien War. Yes.
Well, and you know what it is? Barca is a original series Klingon.
Yeah,
yeah.
He's a throwback to the old days.
That's so on point.
He's still on the space station. Trouble with Tribbles.
Yeah,
yeah, and he's not as cool as Gowron. But yeah, man, this is when Simbaka in season 2 becomes one of my favorite characters because he is essentially it's a great way to put it. He's Gowron. Every time he says something, he doesn't say a whole lot, but every time he says something, it's a gem.
Yeah.
So I'm a big fan of that.
Evan, I know you said that this season's more hit and miss than the first one.
It's hit right now.
And these first 3 right now have been so good. I was like, what is this dude talking about? But I just looked and saw that there was like 39 episodes or something of the second season.
It's season 2 of Transformers.
That's probably why it's like
there's a lot of episodes in this one, so hopefully we'll get a lot more of what we've been wanting.
Oh, you're gonna see some bad stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not just bad stuff, but I mean, like more of Napier and the Resistance, and definitely more pirates. I mean,
I will, and I don't want to, kind of give away the thing right now or anything like that. But
yeah, don't.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it because it is a very
I'm enjoying how good season 2 is.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And you will still see more of the pirates. They're not going away or anything like that after this is over.
Yeah, because it's like Exosquad is your meat and potatoes, but you need to season it with the Resistance and the pirates.
Yeah,
right.
especially Hollis. Hollis is going to be a constant character in the season 2. So,
Well,
Oh,
and
cool.
another thing is like, you have your team that works together. They work together well. That's good, but that's not fun to watch.
yeah.
Right.
You need jerks in the mix. You
Right.
need your Wolverine and the X-Men.
Right. Right.
You need your wild men. Your I guess
Your
your
wild
X
card.
Factors. Right. Well, just like in V, like you
Oh, yeah.
needed Ham
Right.
to talk smack to Donovan all the time. You
Right.
need that guy to make it fun. So
That's very, very true.
yeah.
And yeah, so I'm not going to go into it with more things coming up. There's a lot of things going on. You're
And we'll get there. We're going all the way through this. I'm looking forward to it. I'm
Yeah.
enjoying this series way more than I thought I would.
Oh yeah, and even through the end, it's like they're just like season 2 of Transformers. It will dip some, but I'm telling you, it finishes strong.
Right.
So yeah, I'm all for that. You're about 4 episodes from seeing a more of a Jump Troop centric episode. So you're going to meet them, Avery Butler and Colleen O'Reilly, and the rest of them.
Okay.
So it does a good job of bringing all that stuff together. Like I said, it's a big cast to bring them, give them all like their time.
Yeah.
39 more episodes is really needed.
Right.
So
before we cut out, I wanted to tell Boo, I saw Masters of the Universe this weekend.
How'd you like it?
I loved it.
It was great, wasn't it?
It's pretty close to perfect.
Yeah, I don't think you could do it any better and still have it be true to what Masters of the Universe was.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
you're either going to make it too serious or just make it a parody, and this really found the balance.
I thought so too.
Yeah,
and I the thing I'm most happy about is Jared Leto did not ruin it.
Oh,
Jared Leto's good in it, which I hate saying. It burns us.
It burns us precious. I did not mind him in Tron Ares, though Tron Ares was not that great of a movie. It was a popcorn movie.
It was an okay movie.
Yeah, he wasn't terrible in it because he didn't have a lot to say in it. And that's probably why.
This one, Jared Leto made this film.
Oh, that's good.
And going into it, I thought, oh, he's going to play this too seriously, but he was more dangerous. But he was animated Skeletor. The voice wasn't as high or anything, but it was, he was a cackling maniac.
He was like animated Skeletor's personality with Langella Skeletor's like chops.
That's good point. Yes.
Okay. Sounds really good. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I've definitely got to see this at some point.
And I mean, this is a minor spoiler. I'm not giving really anything away, but yeah, the PSA was great.
Yes, I agree. The PSA was great. Yeah.
Speaking of,
now it's really worth seeing.
Well, speaking of PSA, was there a final card at the end of this?
Yes, we had your favorite person, Nara Burns, which family was the most important thing until the Neos came.
Right.
Yeah.
And now the Exosquad is the only family she has. And I'm thinking, well, what about James?
Yeah, what about her family who shows up all the time?
Right. I remember this file card because the end of it, she's standing on Venus, and her ponytail is blowing behind her and stuff, just like posing.
Yeah, and they say she's thought of as too experienced to lead, but that's not what the Neo Sapiens say. And it's like, do the Neos really talk about her? I mean, it's like, oh, that human chick that Marcella's dating, is that how they talk about her?
that one that stares doe-eyed at Marcella, is that the one?
Yeah. Oh, Marcella's girlfriend, you mean?
Marcella, he's so dreamy. I wonder if he'll notice me.
That's something else the Neos kind of remind me of. They remind me of the Tanktonese from Alien Nation.
Right.
They kind of do, yeah.
Because, well, they were built to be workers too. They were genetically engineered to be workers. And I was just thinking that the Neos could have, which they don't breed, but if they did, they would have insults like the I guess the newcomers would have, like, oh, your mother breeds out of season and stuff like that.
Man, now I'm picturing Francisco as Marcella.
Oh, totally, 100%.
I can see it now.
Yeah,
you got to hit them in the armpits to drop them.
That was such a good TV show too,
and like such a weird time for TV that they would just try something like that, a cop procedural, but with an alien
who got pregnant halfway through the season.
Right.
Oh yeah, I'm not fat, I'm pregnant. And he starts crying.
Seriously, it was a fun show.
They were
Yeah.
like space seahorse people. They were
Yeah.
sea monkeys from space.
They were. I can't wait to see the titles for this episode on the
Right. Right.
um
Oh, but
anyways,
no, this is a really good episode.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it is a crime that no one has revisited this franchise to do some live action, do some movies, do a sci-fi original series, something, because this
I mean
Right.
that's
to be
why
revisited.
yeah, that's why there is a dude, if they did this with half of the budget they did for the Expanse, Jesus.
Yeah. And I would
but
say The Expanse is probably the closest thing you have to like live
oh
action
yeah.
Exosquad.
I mean
That
that the Belters are the pirates.
Yeah.
And you know, but that's about as far as it gets. But yeah, I mean it would be super cool. That's why the only, I know there's other ones probably out there. The only Exosquad Facebook group I'm part of is Bring Back Exosquad, because people are constantly, they keep it the flame alive, the 43 people or
Right.
whatever, as
Well,
Tom says.
whoever owns the IP needs to shop this around, because with the toy technology to do today, can you imagine like Robeson, like E-frames?
Jeez.
Yeah, see, you'd sell the crap out of them.
And Gary Chalk would probably love to redo Marsala.
Oh
And,
yeah.
You know, David Kay, who eventually takes over as Draconis, Richard Newman as Phaeton. I mean, dude, that'd be fantastic.
Oh yeah, with the CG we have and all the other like things we use like mocap for animating
Oh, yeah.
characters, they could do the Neos really coolly.
You see, like they read these lines, like Richard Newman as Phaeton, Gary Chalk as Marsala. They read these lines that they're reading Shakespeare.
Right.
Oh yeah.
They
Well,
didn't
that's what
treat
it
this
is,
as like a
space
TV
opera.
show. Yeah, it is a space opera.
Right.
They did not read, God, especially towards the end of season one, Phaeton and Marsala. They did not read those lines like it was a cartoon, like a whatever. They read it like they were doing theater. It was
Right.
amazing.
Well, and that's what's great about that voice acting team, because they always approach their work like with
Yep.
like their best effort. That's why Beast Wars was so good, and
Yeah.
Reboot and everything else they've done.
War Planets.
War Planets is great. I'd love to check out War Planets again.
God, I want to watch that again, because God, it was a David Sobolov who was the main character.
I believe so.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, anyways, that's a whole different thing. That was a great show. Once again, Beast Wars season 2 era CG. It's dated, but it still looks so good. And the voice acting
Right.
is so good. Did you ever watch that show, Jehu?
Which
Planets?
ones?
War Planets?
No, I'm learning of its existence right now.
Oh,
It
well,
was-
stay off of it. I think we should revisit that
Oh,
one soon.
Okay.
It was it came from a weird toy line that had like these little miniature planets, and you could have like little fighters and stuff, and they would kind of work together in this whole. It was
It was from Trendmasters.
yes.
Yeah.
It was essentially as complicated as Polly Pockets,
Right.
but
That's
they
what
made
it was. It was like Mighty Max Polly Pocket type
yeah,
stuff. But
same
with
era
planets.
stuff, and they made a great epic show of 2 seasons of a show, and they call it the Shadow Raiders in Canada because you couldn't say war, but yeah, it was a fantastic show and top-notch voice acting. So
And like Trendmasters like went out of business, and that's why they killed the show.
yeah,
What years was this?
Like
95,
90s,
96?
Oh, no kidding. There was just so much stuff during that time.
Yeah.
I mean, people talk more about the 80s cartoon explosion than the 90s, but the 90s, there were just so many different places to stick it.
Yeah.
It was easy to miss stuff.
I
Well,
think
oh yeah, they'd really expanded, and that's when like Cartoon Network came out.
Right.
actually, I was watching a couple like clips on TikTok the other day about Straczynski and the Real Ghostbusters,
Right.
and how he took that show and made it the #1 cartoon on TV. He just without a second close by.
Right.
And then the studios came in like, well, we need to make it different. And then basically Straczynski's like, well, if you make it different, I'm not doing it anymore. And that's when it tanked.
Right.
That's when they made Extreme Ghostbusters, right?
No, that was they did like Slimer in the Real Ghostbusters. They kind
Oh
of
Right.
yeah, I remember when.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
made Slimer, made it way more. I mean, it was always a real kid-friendly show, but made it like stupid kid-friendly, like Scrappy Doo, kid friendly.
Yeah, they had
That
that. Wasn't there a weird scientist trying to capture Slimer or something like
yeah,
that?
something like
Yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah,
about
that
when I stopped watching it.
Slimer it became Scrappy Doo is what he did. Like you were brought up the episode title the other day from it was also a Guar title, Ragnarok
Yeah,
and Roll.
yeah,
That was one of the best episodes. It was a guy who got broken up with and he took it really badly, so he decided to end the world by bringing like an outer existence demon into the world with a flute and a song. I
yeah.
mean, that was a kids' TV show.
Oh
That
yeah,
is, and it speaks to our times
Yeah,
today.
yeah,
Real Ghostbusters was Lovecraft for kids.
it was.
Right?
It was baby's first Lovecraft. It was certainly was.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't they actually fight Cthulhu in one
Yeah, they
episode?
did.
Yeah,
I can't remember the name of the episode. It was kind of goofy.
yeah.
But yeah, so anyways, we could talk about 90s cartoons and 80s cartoons for like another hour or two, but I'm gonna end
Yeah.
it there, guys, because we're still talking about Exosquad. So,
Right.
man, it's always a pleasure to talk about this stuff, and I can't wait to get more into the season and find some episodes that are not so good. We're gonna come to that, so I'm not gonna give away the game yet. So,
Right.
y'all have a great weekend, and Jehu, Boo, I appreciate y'all being here as always, and if you want to take us out of here.
Bye.
Thank you very
Bye.
much. See y'all later.